Good day, YouTubers. Chris here from the Made in Taiwan channel. Got some tools here, not made in Taiwan, unfortunately. These tools are made in India. They just happen to be on sale, and I have some projects that require reaching in, and your ratchet with extension and deep sockets don't quite fit. So I bought these offset box wrenches and there's a coupon for $10 each, so I thought it wasn't too bad. It's an 8-piece set, and so I just got one of each, metric and standard. Fit and finish isn't high quality, but it should get the job done. I don't know if you can see, but like the polishing looks very, or the grinding, whatever, looks very raw. So, but these wrenches should be able to get into those odd places. It should get the job done. Like I said, $10 each with the coupon. I think normally it's $16, so with the coupon, $6 off, not too bad. I did buy another Pittsburgh jack, and that caught on the toolbox here. Oh, wrong drawer. I already have one 3-ton heavy-duty jack, and I didn't realize it at the time when I bought this jack, which I've had this jack for like 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, and it's still holding very well. I've got the Mercedes E320. It's a 2005. It's got a oil leak somewhere down below. I don't know if hopefully it's just an oil pan gasket, but if it is a rear main seal, I think I got enough room to get under there. I just purchased these, by the way. These are made by Race Ramps. They're a little spendy. They're called wheel cribs. They do have a 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch version. This is the 12-inch version. And as you can see, with my 3-ton heavy-duty jack, I still had to use a bit of 2x4 just to get it right on top of this thing. The weird thing with Mercedes is I don't have any idea where I can jack directly behind the wheel, so it's either from the frame or there's like a jacking point in the front middle of this vehicle. Yeah, there's no place behind the wheel that I feel comfortable jacking without damaging something. So I jacked it up from the frame here, and this thing is maxed out at I believe it's 18 3/4 inch. So that little bit of 2x4 just gave it the extra boost for me to squeeze these wheel cribs directly under the tire. I'll be shooting some video on working on this vehicle anyway. It's not like any of my other vehicles. Like most of my vehicles are Fords, and they're relatively straightforward to work on, but this thing is designed by Germans, and like my Ford Powerstroke, the inside is also German, and everything is like crammed inside. So anyway, back to my original point. So this is the heavy duty 3-ton jack that I've had in excess of 5 years. Here's some 12-ton ramps from working on my Ford. So this is what I bought today at Harbor Freight. It's the 3-ton low profile jack, and I thought about getting another one of those, just the regular heavy duty 3-ton ones, but I figured why not get this one. It'll lift pretty much the same, and it's probably just the same mechanism except for like the framework and stuff, but this one will go lower I believe the lowest point on that jack is like 4 or 5 inches. In the future, if I get a lower vehicle, this will be nice. And the additional bonus is that the maximum saddle height is 19 3/4 inch, which should be an inch higher than this jack. So yeah, came out with one of those. Let me go look at the receipt for the pricing again. It is $97.99 normally. With the coupon I got $18 off. It's $79.99. I don't think you can use the 20% off coupons on these jacks. There's a whole bunch of verbiage at the bottom of the 20% off coupon that limits what you can purchase with the 20% off coupon. So I think this was the second best option. Take that coupon out of the catalog. They also had the regular 310 heavy duty jack, and I think it was $75 on sale. So the weird thing is today their credit card machine was down, and she was like, well, we could use a credit card machine, and she pulls out this old thing that I remember mainly from the 80s when my mom would take me shopping for clothes for school. The lady at JCPenney's would use one of those credit card machines where it's like the triplicate paper and you slide the thing across to get the imprint on the credit card, and you get to have your little carbon copy slip. Yeah, it was that old school, and she even said she didn't know how to use it, and I was like, forget it. I just realized I had cash in my pocket, so luckily I was able to just deal with it. The only problem is normally when I use my American Express card, I get reward points for that. But anyway, and those reward points I use for Home Depot gift cards, which is not a bad deal, but whatever. I didn't want to give the lady a hard time. And so anyway, that's my haul for today. I haven't had any videos lately because I've been sick with whatever the heck is going around for at least a couple weeks. I've just been coughing my lungs out. It's just absolutely horrible. I hope you guys are doing much better than I am. I'm slowly working on this garage. It's these are the undersides of the Mercedes for I think aerodynamics basically. But anyway, this thing was just like completely covered with old oil and grease and dirt from the road. And so once the oil gets dried out, it's super sticky, and it was just caked on there. So I just had to use a ton of like brake cleaner and wash that stuff off. Yeah, this hopefully it's not the rear main seal, but that would mean I should drop the transmission. But that would mean I'd probably need to get a transmission jack, probably at Harbor Freight. I know they're on sale right now, but I'm going to try and I've got some motor oil dye that I can put in here, run it through, and see exactly where it's leaking from. Yeah, there aren't too many videos on YouTube for changing the rear main seal on this. I saw one, but I don't believe it's for this particular year or model, but it should be similar. Well, that's all I have today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I realize that YouTube demonetized my channel. Big deal. I still enjoy making these videos, and I'm definitely going to fill this thing up. Oh, that reminds me. Pulled another toolbox out of my truck. It was one of these Cobalt ones from Lowe's. Pardon me, I don't know the item number, but it came with a Taiwanese made ratchet and all of these Taiwanese sockets. They're I think they're called high vis, but Cobalt there. It has metric and standard. Wow, this is kind of cold. There it is, made in Taiwan. I don't know if that's the SKU or if that's just the item number of this particular socket. it came with the metric set, deep socket, standard socket, and 1/4 inch deep and the regular depth sockets. And it also came with the SAE standard 3/8 inch sockets, both deep, and it came with, honestly, I have yet to use any of these spark plug sockets that are included with all the kits. Anyway, so that's there. Here's the 1/4 inch. I guess these are the metric ones, and the standard ones are over here. Yeah. These are the, if you don't remember, these are the trays from Harbor Freight, the socket trays, and they're made in China. One thing you guys have to be careful of if you do decide to buy these socket trays is these little plastic pieces can break off, or most likely will break off, because they're packed. They're just tossed in a box, and so they're rubbing up against each other and stuff. Not a big deal. The base of these most likely won't break, and that's pretty much what holds it in place. It's not really, the little tiny plastic pieces aren't that big of a deal. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty funny. These were made in Taiwan. They're really, I think they're just as nice as the Taiwanese Harbor Freight brand tools. And this is my favorite. You guys know this is my favorite test. Here's the one that came in the box. This is the Cobalt one, made in Taiwan. And then this is the just your standard made in China one. And Taiwanese made one. It's very smooth. I do know, I believe this design isn't particular with the country of origin. I realize that. But the ones that I've noticed that were made in Taiwan are of this design, and they're very smooth, and I like them. So, slowly filling up my 44-inch toolbox here. These are going to go in for now, and as stated before, I'm going to try and fill this thing with Taiwanese made tools, and these are made in India, so they won't be in here for long. They'll probably be in another toolbox that I have in my other garage. And once I get this thing filled up, it's going to be pretty awesome. So if you guys, I got some more Pittsburgh stuff. I got a lot of Harbor Freight tools, but I also have tools from other brands. But I'm so happy we have a Harbor Freight here in town now. I don't have to drive an hour to the next town to get some cheap tools, because that gas price just offsets any discount you can get from Harbor Freight. So for a long time, my choices were Lowe's or Home Depot, and I'm trying to get the Taiwanese made tools. So thanks for watching. If you don't mind, go ahead and like and subscribe, and click on that bell shaped button for notifications. If I eventually get monetized again, that'd be great. I don't plan on making this my full-time job, because I do enjoy my full-time job. This is just a hobby for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you as well. So you guys have a great day. It's cloudy out here in California, cold and windy, so I'm just praying for some more rain. You guys enjoy your day. Peace out.